Fight fans, welcome back to Carlo Prusa MMA. Today, my guest getting ready. Big LFA headliner, 235. He's taking on Zayne Havener. He is 6-1, looking for another win and maybe earn himself on the Contender Series this year. He is Mr. Andrew Stewart. Andrew, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm good, Carlo. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So here we are, fight week. You're going to battle in just a few days. What's the mindset like right now? You excited?
Yeah, super excited. Just real calm, focused on executing the game plan, focused on cutting the weight, doing it as good as professionally as I can do it, as healthy as I can do it, and then having as much energy as possible to execute the game plan come Friday. But yeah, everything's going according to plan. No problem so far.
So last time out, you're coming off of a big victory against Chris Ewart, a guy who was on the Contender Series last year. Man, huge finish there. Looking back at it, what did you make of the performance?
I thought it was a great performance. I flew out to Phoenix. It was a cool experience to go fly across the country and be the away guy and be on the B side. I enjoyed it a lot. It couldn't have turned out any better. I thought he was a super high level opponent, somebody that was signed to the UFC, fought on the Contender Series. I made my argument that if I'd have done that on the Contender Series back in the fall, then I'd have been in the UFC fighting by now with a contract. But here we are doing another one, and hopefully this is the last one before I do get that call.
You know, that's such an amazing finish for you. What was your phone like the next couple of days after that? Was it constant blowing up?
Yeah, I mean, it always is. I got a lot of support in the area and the region. Just people that I've met over the years. I mean, I get a lot of love and a lot of support. A lot of people believe in me. They know what my work ethic looks like just from time I've spent with people. So nobody doubts that what I'm capable of. You know, it's just they're just happy for me, and a lot of prayers that get sent my way, and I appreciate all of them.
Absolutely. You trained from that Tennessee area, Ronnie Lawrence, the rest of the Nashville guys. What's it like training with them?
Yeah, our head coach is Dustin Ortiz, who was a number 6 guy in the world. Whenever he was fighting, he beat Pantoja. That was a big statement win for him, and he's been our head coach for several years. We're super blessed to have him. Yeah, Ronnie. Dustin and Ronnie will be in my corner, and Brian Tidwell. We have a fantastic jiu-jitsu coach. We got all the resources you can ask for here at Nashville MMA. Extremely blessed to have the training partners and the coaching and the resources that Nashville MMA gives us. So I feel super prepared going into any fight against any gym. Like, I've fought several people from several massive gyms around the country, and I've handled business every time.
You know, when you look at the map of the U.S., you see different hot pockets. Obviously, Florida's a big MMA hot pocket. California. Yep. The South is making some noise right now. I mean, you got guys in the UFC like Torres Spinney and Malcolm Weldmaker, Cody Brundage, and Trayshawn Gore. You know, you're knocking right on the door. Your coaches have done it. Is it pretty cool to be able to represent the South in this next wave of MMA in this area?
Yeah, I want to get in the UFC and represent the Southeast and the USA every chance I get. I'm a red-blooded American. I'm a Southerner. I love where I'm from. I'm a God-fearing Christian man, and I represent the people around me and the state that I live in and the state that I'm from with the best of my ability. And I'm super proud of it. I love everything about where I am, where I'm from, who I train with, who I'm around. And I've worked with people like Torres in the past. I actually helped him get ready for one of his Contender Series fights. And he's a great guy. I'm super happy for him and all the success he's had. And I know he feels the same way about me. I'd love to make my way to the UFC, and we'll be the next guy in line to open the door for. We got so many guys at Nashville MMA that are going to be in the UFC in the next year or two that I'm just the first one. There's going to be a lot of talent coming out of our gym.
You know, you've been doing this as a pro now for 3 years, over 5 years altogether. So many people are watching this in this day and age. They see the fame, the fortune, the lights, the girls. They don't understand what it's like fighting on the regional scene. You know, you're waking up early, you're staying up late, you're not making Conor McGregor money, you're sacrificing everything, maybe for the chance to take that next step. You know, you've been doing it for a while. What's made you keep through and sticking with this journey?
Just knowing that the team and the resources and the coach I have around me, that if I just show up, do what I'm supposed to do every day, put the time and effort into it, that God's plan is gonna, if this is what I'm meant to be doing, that's what I'll do. But yeah, I show up, I work hard. I got a wife, 3 kids, full-time job, and then I'm here every night. I get a lot of support from my wife and my family. I'm very fortunate to be able to do it, and especially do it at the level that I do. I feel like I have a natural ability for this, and then having all the support of the people around me who also believe that I'll do everything I'm supposed to do to get there. So, extremely blessed to have everything I have. But yeah, it's been a long time coming, and it will be very nice to see that dream realized once it comes to fruition.
You're a very hard-nosed, gritty, blue-collar type fighter. You like to push the pace. You're not scared of a fist fight. How much pride do you take in your style?
I've developed my style to be exciting because I want the UFC to like me. I think I may have a better ground game than I do stand up, but I focus so much on having, because I do have a unique knockout power, and I really focus on developing it and setting it up and having good technical skills, along with a high fight IQ. My goal is to finish the fight with a knockout every single fight for the rest of my career. That's my goal. And if I can do it in fashion and get some eyeballs on me and gain some fans, that's all I could ask for.
You fought on the LFA before, but this time kind of cool. Main event. The previous main event fell out. Here you are now on the poster. Is that a pretty surreal thing?
That's right where I belong. Right where I belong. I can't believe I wasn't the main event every other time, but here I am. No, I like being the main event. I've walked out last several times as a pro and amateur, and LFAs, I think, is the only time I haven't been main event. So I'm glad LFA joined the Stewie show.
Absolutely. So you're getting ready to take on Zayne Havener here, June 19th. What do you think of him as an opponent?
I think he's an extremely tough guy. I think as far as skill goes and talent, I think that I'm better than him everywhere. But he is like a tough, gritty, fighter. Like he's a fighter at heart. So I don't expect it to be an easy fight by no means.
Coming into the contest, you have a little bit more experience than him, also in age. Do you think that's going to go in your favor?
Yeah, I feel like my age has been a little bit of a blessing in all my fights. I feel like I'm a little older, a little calmer, a little wiser. I haven't taken a lot of damage to my body. Like I said, I started fighting when I was 27 years old. I started jiu-jitsu when I was 27 years old, and then just turned into fighting. But I've always been a really high level athlete. I had professional aspirations in other sports, and took care of myself really well. And then coming into fighting, it's like I have the eyes and the mind of somebody that can slow a sport down without having the damage of having to have 10 years of fighting under my belt. So all I had to do was learn how to fight, and the chaos and the control and the pressure doesn't bother me much. It's all I had to do was learn how to put the punches and kicks together, and here I am.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this contest. When you look at you're a lot of fun to watch. He's a lot of fun to watch as well. He's getting a lot of finishes, whether by the hands, whether it be chokes. Going into this one, do you think this is not going to go the distance?
I highly doubt this goes the distance.
Absolutely.
Highly doubt it.
Already 6-1 here, making a lot of noise with the win, obviously 7-1. Right now we're in June. August is a couple of months away. You know what happens in August? The Dana White Contender Series. With a win here, do you think you're getting signed to the Contender?
I hope Mick Maynard calls me while I'm still in the cage. That's what my plan is. I hope I'm FaceTiming him as I'm doing it, my post-fight interview, telling everybody how great I am. He's on the phone, and then I'm gonna show the camera Mick Maynard and say, "Hey, Contender Series, here I come."
One thing I love about martial arts, it's the values, it's the lessons that people learn from competing in it. For you, how have you grown and evolved as an individual from martial arts?
Man, I think it's really calmed me down. Like I feel like I'm super level headed. I don't let really, like, outside of fighting, like I'm just enjoying life. Like training and fighting is hard enough in and of itself. Like whenever I'm just hanging out with my family, sitting on the couch, I mean, I just feel like I take life in a little better. But yeah, really just want to turn this life into this fighting into something I can do for a living and really, have some success in it financially and at the highest level. I want to compete against the best people in the world. So, yeah, it's been almost like I feel like I deserve it and don't deserve it at the same time. I'm putting all this work in, and I know it's a unique life, and not everybody can do it. Not everybody's even capable of doing it. So I try to enjoy every step of it.
So many people are watching the sport in this day and age now. And I think for the most part, the casual fans understand you're trying to get in the UFC to get bigger fights, win belts, and all that stuff. But in my opinion, very few people understand the fight outside the fight. And to me, that's that fight not to clock in at 9 o'clock in the morning, clock out at 5. That's that fight to secure financial freedom. That's that fight to live life on your terms, not follow societal norms, create some sort of platform and live life your way. For you, this has been a big part of the journey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% right. I mean, I feel like the only time I get to be myself is whenever I'm fighting and getting ready for fights, and I love working hard. Like honestly, I want to keep winning, keep having success, so I can keep showing up and keep working hard and doing things that I love to do with my teammates. Yeah, it's a blessing that I get to do it at all, and to have the success I've had, and hopefully the success I'm going to have. It's just blessed to be here, happy to be here. I'm enjoying every second of it.
For you, what do you want your kids to take away from this crazy journey you've been on?
I want them to know that, if you put your mind to it and you work hard, like they see me get up and work hard every day. Like, it's not like I knew my dad worked hard. He told me about it. I heard about it. Like, my dad's this hardworking guy. He got up and went to work. I heard he was, one of the hardest working football players, but I never got to see it personally outside of like him working physically at work. But I knew he did everything he could for us. But like my kids get to come to the gym and see me train. They get to watch me fight. They've gotten to the cage with me afterwards. Like my kids are getting to live it with me. And it's like it's cool getting to like I wish I could have seen my dad play sports, So I feel like, the kid in me that wishes I could have seen my dad. I have these visions of him in my head as Superman every time he got out and did anything athletic, and my kids get to see it in person, and then more importantly, they get to see the work ethic that goes into it. They know that that to have anything even close to what I'm trying to get, like it takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of sacrifice. So that's what I want my kids to know is that it's not an easy path, but if you do things the right way, things will work out for you.
For you, what's the ultimate goal? What are you looking to accomplish in this craft?
Oh, a UFC title. The better I get, every camp I have, I start believing in it more and more and more. I'm like, I think I can fight and beat the best people in the world, and I'm sure by the time a year from now, I'm really gonna think that. So. Yeah, I show up and train every day, and I'm developing skills and seeing things a whole lot different every day. This sport's slowing down for me big time. I think I have the ability and potential to make it to the very, very top of the sport. And I know that it's going to come through work ethic, it's not going to, hand itself to me. I know I'm putting myself in a position to be working harder than most human beings are even willing to do. And, but that's where I think I'm going. So that's how I treat myself. And that's how I treat these fights. I treat it like this is what I'm meant to do. That belt's going to be mine one day. And this is just the next step that I have to execute.
Absolutely. All right, Andrew, last question for me, my friend. In a perfect world, what is the outcome June 19th when you headline LFA 235 against Zayne Havener?
First round knockout. I don't even get touched, don't even get touched. And then I'm ready to go for the next one.
Absolutely. Well, Andrew, my man, thank you so much. Ricky, Timeout Fight Week. Can't wait to see this fight. I think it's going to be explosive.
Hey, I can't wait to put on a show for you guys.
Absolutely. That's it for us. Carl Perza. He is Mr. Stewie. He's Andrew Stewart. You can watch him June 19th, LFA 235, taking on Zayne Havener. Don't blink, fight fans. It's going to be fun. Take care.
All right.